Whoa, it's Paranormasight. Welcome back. It's me, Cheesy. This is literally a game that I just didn't think would even exist in my life, so I'm very excited that we got a sequel. That was a surprise to me, because I don't think there was even, like, any kind of hints that they were even thinking that this was going to move forward, especially in today's, like, gaming landscape. But hey, not going to complain. I love me a good visual novel. And who knows? Maybe I'll be afraid of the water after this game. Ooh. Oh, lots of water noises. Oh, is it? Is it my song? Yeah. Oh, StoryTeller. My apologies for the wait. Welcome, welcome. How wonderful it is to see you again. I am the StoryTeller, your guide to the world of Paranormasight. Now then, I understand you might be keen to dive into our story. But there are some important matters I must address first. So please bear with me a while longer. First, this game uses autosave, yes. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. From here, you can check the text log, view files, and adjust your settings for auto mode. You can also adjust the volume and other game settings in the options menu. If you find that certain effects make the text difficult to read, you may turn them off. I recommend you check the brightness, controls, and other settings now before continuing. Oh yeah? I'm gonna do that right now. Where am I? I brought the brightness to bottom. That's good. Is this for the blub-blubs? Is the blub-blub gonna kill me? Yeah, everything's pretty normal. I think. Hello. Everything else about him remains a mystery. Who is he? Alright, that's fine. We're good. We're back in Paranormasight, baby. It kind of feels like I've returned home. Alright, we're back. Oh. Oh. I was like, oh man. Oh, okay. We're not getting anything exciting here. Wait, actually, can I? Okay, it's already done. Whoop. Now, let us go over the basic controls. When the game is in your control, you may drag the screen to look at your surroundings. Oh. You will once again become able to move after this, so try taking a look behind you before turning back to me. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. What is that? Anyways. Hello. Oh. Wonderful. Well done. You didn't scare me for some reason. This was your chance. You may also select the face of an individual in front of you to talk to them. Please, go ahead and try with me. Select the storyteller's face to talk to him. How about... No. Alright. Bravo, a fine display. I barely did anything, sir. You don't have to congratulate me. There are times when you will be presented with options such as these. Who am I? Oh, so you've forgotten who you are, have you? Am I like underwater? Am I like Davy Jones? But there is no need for concern. It is for that reason that I am here to guide you, after all. You may be confused at first, but continuing through the story should allow you to remember your true objective. Yeah, select the storyteller's face again. What if there's someone behind me? No? Hello? Once you have seen everything an option has to offer, a checkmark will appear next to it, like so. What is this place? Do not fear. You will come to know where we are eventually. That is all for my explanation of the basic controls. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. Ah, yes. There is one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. As you may know, I previously served as a guide to a different tale in the world of Paranormasight, one concerning the 7 mysteries of Hanzhou. You wouldn't happen to be familiar with the events of that tale, would you? I am. Is that so? So we have met before, then? You looked quite different during our previous encounter, so I failed to recognize you at first. My apologies. In that case, there's nothing I need warn you about. Well, I believe I have kept you waiting long enough. The tale you are about to experience concerns a number of legends passed down in Ise Bay, a stretch of sea bordering Mie Prefecture. Specifically, those legends involving mermaids. Oh, she looks fantastic. Yes, as the subtitle suggests. That took me off guard. Our subject this time is the wildly familiar mermaid. She looks great. Since ancient times, a great many legends about mermaids have been passed down in countries all around the world. In Japan, many of the legends famously include the idea that eating their flesh grants immortality. Oh, that's weird. The tale of Yao Bikuni, which continues to be told in such places as Wakasa Province, modern-day Fukui Prefecture, is perhaps the most well-known. These legends have spurred those with a yearning for immortality to seek out mermaids since ancient times. Of course, as I just mentioned, these are only some of the many legends concerning mermaids that exist across the globe. Indeed, many have sought out mermaids simply due to fascination with their status as rare and mystical beings. They have also served as the inspiration for countless creative and artistic works throughout the ages. It would seem that mermaids possess a mysterious charm that has captivated the human heart for myriad reasons, irrespective of era or culture. Mermaids, Mie Prefecture. Mie Prefecture is located in the eastern part of the Kii Peninsula in central Honshu, the Japanese mainland, and falls within both Chubu and Kinki regions. Kinki regions! Sorry for saying that. Measuring 170 kilometers from north to south and 80 kilometers from east to west, it has a narrow, elongated shape and is known for its rich natural diversity that differs greatly between its north and southern regions. That sounds kind of fun, actually. The varied and abundant nature of Mie Prefecture has led it to be known as a land of great beauty. Since ancient times, I suddenly just started speaking like the storyteller. Even back when it was still known as Ise Province, it was also purported to be the land whither repair the waves from the eternal world. What? Which led to the establishment of Ise Shrine as a place of enshrinement for the goddess Amaterasu. Oh, I know that. All right. The eternal world is said to be a realm across the sea separate from the one which we live. Often described as an eternal paradise, Ise was seen as the land where the waves from this world continually broke, connecting the material world and the world beyond. Oh, it's time to visit some spots if we ever go to Japan. Famous spots and scenic vistas in Mie Prefecture, Ise Shrine, Iseji Brute of the Kumano Kodo, a series of ancient pilgrimage routes. Oh, that sounds fun. Birthplace of the Iga Ninja Clan. Whoa, ninjas! Birthplace of the Isehei Clan. Suzuka International Racing Course, Toba Aquarium, Iseshima National Park, and many more. Local specialties of Mie Prefecture: pearls, Ise lobsters, abalone, turban shells, oysters, and other marine products. Ise udon, Matsukasaka beef, I don't know what that is, and many more. Ise Bay, also known by the name of the Sea of the Issei. Issei Bay is an enclosed bay located in central Honshu, the Japanese mainland. Although its exact range varies, in this game it refers to the area of sea surrounded by land up to the line drawn from Cape Irago in Aichi Prefecture to Cape Dio in Mie Prefecture. I love this photo. A flyer of a mermaid, also known as Kairai. Oh, Kairai? Woodblock print of a Kawaraban broadsheet. Yeah, I feel you, mermaid. The general term for a half-human, half-fish being. I guess so. The first recorded appearance in Japan of a creature believed to be a mermaid was more than 1,300 years ago in the Nihon Shoki, Chronicles of Japan. At the time, the term mermaid was not yet in use, and most records are anecdotal reports of sightings of creatures resembling both fish and humans in various places, in ancient Japan as well as in other parts of East Asia. Depictions of mermaids often blurred the line between human and fish, frequently portraying them as grotesque monsters. How wonderful. Oh. Ah, yes. The files added just now should provide a general overview of the terms that came up in our conversation. It seems you have already taken a look, but I do recommend reading them if you have the chance. They may allow you to enjoy the story even more. I read them, sir. Words highlighted in pale blue usually indicate that there is a related entry in your files. Now then, allow me to introduce the primary setting of this tale. The majority of our story takes place on Kameshima, an isolated island in the waters of Issei Bay. Oh, must read more. An island situated between the Atsumi and Shima peninsulas, and the most distant of the 4 populated islands under the administration of Toba City in Mie Prefecture. It has an area of approximately 0.7 square kilometers and a population of about 900. The island's name comes from the turtle-like shape, with kame meaning turtle in Japanese. Oh, that makes sense in Dragon Ball. Famous for its karst landscapes, I don't even know what that means, and other beautiful scenery, Kamishima is a popular location for tourists year-round. Recently, the island's youth organization has been leading a revitalization effort to boost the local economy and strengthen the community, creating an island logo and a mascot character, Kamishimaru, which are expected to bring more people to the area. Well, Kamishimaru, I guess I'll be familiar with you one day. You will experience events through the eyes of a young resident of the island, one Yuza Minakuchi. If nothing else, please remember that. Well, I believe this ends my initial explanation. Bon voyage. And do enjoy the tale. Bye. This story is a work of fiction based on existing locations legend. Please note that one of the locations appears in this game, Kamishima, is a fictional island with no counterpart in reality. Oh, I read that in time. That's good. Now loading. Oh, is that a turtle? I'm not scared anymore. It's turtle. Did you come to me, or did I go to you? I cannot recall whether it was a dream or reality. I cannot recall if I was asleep or awake. Tales of Issei. Passage 69. Nice. Kari no Tsukai. August 7th, 1980X. Morning. Toba City, Mie Prefecture. Kamishima, Southern Sea. Right. This should do it. All good to go, Yuza? Yep. Ready as ready can be. I feel so light, I bet I could even outswim a shark. No, more than that, I was born for this moment. The legend of Kamishima's patron saint of diving, begins today. Yuza Minakuchi. I'm a youth. Yeah. A young man born and raised on Kamishima. Although generally quiet and serious, he has an eccentric side that often sees him make jokes and wisecracks with a straight face, catching whoever he's talking to off guard. I forgot. He's an apprentice diver, and he's 18. After losing his parents in a large-scale maritime accident 5 years ago, he was raised by his grandmother, veteran diver Tsuyu Minakuchi. He briefly found work at a seafood processing plant in Toba after graduating high school earlier in the year. But upon hearing that Tsuyu had injured her leg, forcing her to retire from diving and causing difficulties in her daily life, he quit his job after only 3 months and returned to Kamishima. At present, he is caring for Tsuyu while looking for work on Kamishima, and he has recently made the decision to follow in Tsuyu's footsteps and become an diver himself. Although he has been unable to bring himself to enter the sea since the disaster 5 years ago, he is hoping that his previous aptitude for swimming will lend itself to a natural talent for diving. His current diver rank is what? Quiet and introverted as a child, he began to show a more animated side upon befriending Azami Kumoi, a boy his same age, and eventually became a common sight to see them getting up to mischief together. Although the maritime disaster 5 years ago saw a drastic shift in the way most of Kamishima's inhabitants treated Yuza, Azami alone continued to treat him the same. Even now, it is not uncommon for Azami to find himself caught up in Yuza's eccentric exploits, but he is always quick to laugh and follow his lead. It's nice. Got a nice friend, Yuza. I'm sorry that your parents died. Whoa, that sounds pretty impressive. But this is your first time diving out in the bay, so don't push yourself too hard, alright? Yeah, I know it's my first time, but somehow I'm brimming with confidence. I just know I can land a massive haul if I try. Well, I'm glad to see you're raring to go, but make sure you don't go too far from the boat at first. Best friend, Azami Kumoi. Yay. Alright, Azami. He's 19, and he's a fisherman. That's cool. A young man born and raised on Kamishima, he has been friends with Yuza Minakuchi since childhood. He has a friendly and caring personality, and his willingness to help those around him has made him someone islanders of all ages rely on at times of need. His father was a fisherman, and he accompanied him out to sea on his boat from a very young age. As a result, he grew up never doubting that he, too, would one day become a fisherman. After his father died in a maritime disaster 5 years ago, his mother, an diver, took on the responsibility of raising Azami and his much younger brother on her own. During the closed season for diving, when his mother worked on the mainland, Azami was responsible for looking after his brother. After graduating middle school, he refused his mother's suggestion to attend high school and quickly obtained a 4th-class boat pilot license while helping with fishing around the island. He is now able to take his father's small fishing boat, the Sayun Maru, out onto fishing trips on his own. He has a frank, easygoing relationship with Yuza, his childhood friend, and the two often get up to mischief together. Although he was happy for Yuza when he left to attend high school on the mainland and later found a job there, he also felt somewhat lonely. For this reason, he secretly welcomed the news that Yuza would be leaving his job and returning to Kamishima to take care of his grandmother. I mean, yeah, when it's like your buddy and then he's gone, and you're planning on staying here to fish, it's tough stuff. No need to worry, Azami. You just focus on getting the grill ready. We're having a feast tonight. This is gonna go bad. I'll hold you to that. Big splash. The diving minigame will now commence. There's a diving minigame? Follow the instructions to get used to the controls, then press dive when you're ready? What? No. What? What am I doing? What? Oh, no. Oh. You're saying I'm gonna do this underwater? I have stats? What? Okay, Yuza, this is your first dive, so you don't want to stray too far from the boat. Remember to swim up when you want to come back to the boat. If you don't remember anything else, remember that. Yeah, I have a high score. What is this? What does any of this mean? Well, there's nothing I could do. I'm diving. Bye. Oh my God. Begin. What does that mean? Only 2 controls are needed. Move mouse. Look around. Perform action. See available actions. The available actions will automatically switch between swim, harvest, and return to the boat, depending on the situation. Areas where sea creatures are located will be marked with a whoa. Begin by looking around to try to locate any. Well, they're right in front of me, actually. I'm gonna just... I'm swimming. I'm harvesting. Oh, what's this? Your oxygen gauge will decrease when diving. Be sure to go back to the boat before it runs out. You can return to the boat anytime by turning your viewpoint upwards and selecting Return to Boat. Your remaining oxygen will continue to decrease on the way back, so don't wait until it's too late. Oh, I just died? What? What? But you guys just told me to do it, and then I did it, and I died. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so I can only do 2 things at once. You're a terrible diver. What is this? What's over here, then? Can I find something cool? What the heck? Okay, I'm going back. Because apparently I'm just gonna die anyways. Gathering complete. I got 2 things. That was sad. Yeah. Maybe I want my oxygen. You can swim faster and return to the boat faster. Oh my God. Oh, which one do I choose? I like swimming. It's cool. It makes me move faster. That covers the basics for water. Underwater gathering. Replay the tutorial? No. Okay, looks like you're all warmed up. Let's go out a bit further so you can look for something bigger. The biggest catch you can get at this time of year is probably abalone. Snagging just one is something to be proud of. But remember that sea creatures are living things. They'll change places every time you dive, so be careful. Got it. Ama divers. The term ama, most often written with characters meaning sea and women. A woman. Generally refers to women who free dive for shellfish, seaweed, and other marine products. It is said that they practice free diving both to prevent overharvesting and to help protect the marine environment. Although ama divers operate in many regions in Japan, the Toba and Shima regions are known for having the highest number of ama divers. These regions also exhibit customs unique to the area, such as the practice of carrying objects with the seimin and domin symbols to ward off misfortune. Seimin, huh? Even with Toba and Shima, rules and practices can vary greatly. For example, the practice of wearing white attire over the wetsuit is a common practice only in the Shima region. Despite the high population of ama divers in Ise Bay, there are none to be found north of Ise City. This can be explained by the difference in the seafloor composition between the 2 areas. While the sandy seafloor near Ise allowed for net fishing, the rocky seafloor in the Toba and Shima areas made net fishing difficult, leading to the adoption of free diving as an alternative. Abalone, harvested by ama divers in Kuzaki Town in Toba, has traditionally been processed into ceremonial dried goods, known as noshi awabi, which are then presented as an offering at Ise Shrine. This practice is said to have originated when Yamatohime no Mikoto, The princess who enshrined Amaterasu at Ise Shrine was searching for a suitable food to offer to the gods. When presented with abalones by an ama diver named Oben, the princess found them exceptionally delicious and decided that abalone would be the primary offering for the region. As a result, the ama divers of Toba and Shima have a strong connection to the region's Shinto rituals, and there are some regions where they perform ritual dances as offerings during Shinto's festivities. Note, although ama is sometimes written with characters meaning sea and man, when the diver is male, this game uses only the traditional characters of sea and woman when the language is set to Japanese. Oh, interesting. Diving tips. Oh, earn stars. What the heck does that mean? Anyways, once you record the highest limits for catch. Oh, that's cool. Yes, turban shell. What? I didn't get a star? Unbelievable. Let's go, Azami. It's not like you have to master everything all at once. You could take off whenever you're ready. Yeah. Yeah, I love diving. Right? Do we want to stop? Do we want to keep going? Let's keep going. It's fine. I love diving and drowning to death, apparently. That's like literally all I love doing. What's that? What the heck is this? Hmm? Oh. Oh, I don't like that. Go up. What the hell is that? No. No. No, get away from me. What? Ah! We're back, baby. The Mermaid's Curse. Oh. Oh my god. Is everyone dead? What is this? Why is everyone dead? Alright, well that's cool. Oh, Jesus. What? What? Excuse me? What? I just die? What's going on? No. Gathering complete. Yeah, that's right. I got 2 of those. Yeah, I can stay for longer. I'm diving again. Diving again, and maybe I won't look at my dead body, you know? Maybe I don't want that. Oh. Hello. Oh. That's a fish, but I'd rather have this thing. Here I go. And I didn't die. It's a miracle. It looks like I went under the boat and died. Love picking up random things. Yeah. Yeah, new record. Oh, why can't I level up again? Is there a problem if I just keep doing this? Like, if I just keep diving for fun, will, like, other me show up and just kill me? Because that would be absolutely terrible. Alright. Guess I've found almost everything. Hello. What? That's power, man. We're going back, baby. Woo! You like the way I get stuff? It's how I do things. I ranked up. I want to survive longer down there. I'm diving again. And it's not scary, because all I'm doing is getting stuff. Aw, yeah. There's absolutely nothing to be afraid of. I feel zero fear. I'm not gonna die. Awesome. Love this guy. Yeah. Return to boat. Beep, beep. That's right. I'm getting you so much stuff. Can I just keep living down there for longer so that I can go hang out with my apparently dead body? Hello? Yeah, let's go pick up more stuff. New record. I'm going back to boat. I'm very far away. Okay, actually my lifespan is like actually pretty good considering. Yeah, I got 7. Good for me. I'm doing quite good. My friend better be excited to eat. Unless we go eat my dead body, then that's bad. Then you will be like, ew. Can I? Okay. Hello? Yeah. New record. Alright, going back up. Probably gonna D. So I might as well do it now. Yay! Yeah. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to dive mega hard. Don't worry about it. What? Why is everything so close to me all of a sudden? I'll take it. Hey, what's up? I got a thing. That's good. That's what the world wants. Need to get those things. Oh shit. Where's everything else? Is there more stuff? Oh no, there's not more things for me to get? We're going back up, baby. I know how to dive. I'm super good at it. I only had to drown like 3-4 times. Super normal stuff. Yeah. we're just gonna keep diving. This is gonna be the whole game. The Mermaid's Curse is me getting food for myself, actually. What does it want from me? What do they want from me? That rope scared the shit out of me. I was like, what is that? I was having such a nice time, and then the rope just has to jump into my face. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just picking up so much food. I'm just an excellent diver. I guess I should return to boat, shouldn't I? Whoa! Am I gonna drown? Nope, my friends got me covered. Bonus? What the heck is a bonus? What's a bonus supposed to do? Because I got 11? Anyways. And at least upgrade that. Now I can break things. Alright, so I'm diving. It got weird, but overall, nothing horrible's happened. Besides the part where I randomly died, but, you know, that doesn't count. About you, what do you think, sir? Oh. Ooh. What is that? We're going back up. Whoa! Will I stop? I mean, come on. You can climb. You can go further up like that. You don't have to follow the road. I guess having 10 does, it does, like, give a multiplier. So I guess the more I do, the better it gets. I should probably upgrade one last thing, and then I think I will head back to the thingy so that I can... Unless there's nothing around me. Wait. Why are you leaving? Is that normal? Okay, whatever. Is there nothing left? Oh. Oh. Why'd you guys all appear here? What the heck, man? Okay. I'm good to go back. I probably won't drown, right? Right? I'm not gonna drown? Yeah, I'm not drowning. Good stuff. It's great to not drown. Alright. As much as I would love to do this non-stop, I think it's time I decided to actually do something. Which is go see my body and maybe not drown. Alright. Party time. I mean, we could easily just do that if we really want. Oh my god, why is everything around me all of a sudden? Oh, just, they don't make me want to go continue the story. It's just, there's so many things to collect, and I love collecting things. Help. What are you? What do you mean that's a question mark? What? What? Oh my god, we got stickers again? Life's so good. Wait, why am I going so dark? It's terrible news. Will I survive? 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 Oh my god, I did survive! That was so close. Oh, didn't get a 10. Hey, looks like you got something interesting there, Yuza. Is it a sticker? Never thought there'd be a mockingbird stickers out here in the Issei Bay, and at the bottom of the sea to boot. Mockingbird? You mean this bird sticker? I did think it was pretty weird to find a sticker in a place like that, so I decided to hang on to it. They're real famous. An unknown artist makes them and hides them all over the place. Might as well pick up any you come across. Maybe they'll bring you good luck. I see. Damn, I'm good. Maybe I should add treasure hunting to my list of talents. Yeah! Yay, the popular mockingbirds. Wait, reach total of 5 and 20 stickers to collect. Unlock fun bonus content. Well, who did we find first? Booby Bravo. Yeah, I love this guy. Yeah, Booby Bravo. Hell yeah. Well, now that I found Booby Bravo, like, what else am I supposed to look for in this place? Begging. Yeah, alright. I'll head towards... We'll pick up some stuff along the way. Why not? We're adventuring. Alright, let's party. It'll be something exciting to get pulled down and die? Oh, I just die. Okay. So, don't do that. I mean, I thought it would be a good idea because I could breathe more, but I guess it just means that they just drag me to the bottom and I die. Which, you know, surprisingly normal. It's not great that it happens, but... Am I getting close enough? Oh, come on. All right. I'm so good at this diving thing. I just die from time to time, that's all. Nothing crazy. Am I getting close enough? Aha! Jeez. Lot here. Oh well. Time to head back to my best friend and lifeline. Yeah, gathering complete. Yeah. My swimming is way better. All right. Should I continue this? I feel like I've been doing a crap load of this. And while that's fun... oh yeah, there we go. Noble Scallop. Bivalve with shells that come in a range of bright colors such as red, purple, and yellow. Also known by a local name of apagai. All right. Caught 19. Sea urchin, prized as a delicacy throughout Japan, particularly known for its round shell and long spines. Its peak season is from June to August. Turban shell. Sea snail, commonly enjoyed as sashimi or roasted whole in its shell. Nocturnal by nature, it feeds on seaweed and other food attached to the rocks it lives on. All right. A rare sea snail known both as a delicacy and for the extreme difficulty involved in harvesting it. It has a long history of being presented to the Issei Shrine as an offering. And there's one last thing there. Is it my dead body? Okay, I'm going to try to find that last thing. And if I can't find it, I guess that's it. Do not go there. All right. Should I go there or there? I'm going to go this way. It's going to be super good. I've got great swimming skills. not getting close enough to you? The heck? Okay. Didn't expect that. Are things gonna, like, chase me? Like, I'm gonna get this. I'm scared. Oh. Oh, I'm so dead. I am not returning. Not from here. Oh, no. I am returning from here. That's good. Yeah, let's go. We still have plenty of time left, so feel free to dive as much as you like. You seem pretty confident. I'm looking forward to seeing what you bring in. I know you can do anything you put your mind to. I mean, I could keep going. I've got a lot of good points, but I feel like I could just do other things now, you know? But hey. What can I say? I just really love swimming and getting lost and maybe dying. You. Oh. Party Central. That was annoying. This is like Sea Urchin Central. Why is there so much sea urchin? Oh, I guess I should return to the boat. Lots of sea urchin. It's a delicacy. I do love a good, like, you know, like sea urchin sashimi. I don't have it very often because it's kind of pricey over here, but hey, feels good, at least. You know what? I'm gonna stop diving. We did it. We did it. We did it. Right. Let's leave it at that for today. Good work out there, Yuza. You managed to get a fair bit of diving in, huh? I bet you feel like you've got a better grasp on things now. For sure. I feel like my diver rank's gone up at least a bit, too. So, do you feel any different now? Did your body undergo any weird changes? Nope. I feel exactly the same. Nothing's changed. I'm the same old Yuza I've always been. I don't know. Your body came and snatched you. I guess we're a bit off the mark, huh? So what do you want to do now? Should we call it a day? Let's talk about that hole. Azami. Before we head back, could we talk for a bit? Sure. What's up? Love that facial expression. Yeah, we could talk. Or... it's a fishing boat. What's gonna kill me? It's gonna drag me into the water. This fishing boat, a Sayun Maru, belongs to Azami's family. I don't have a boat of my own, so Azami's kind enough to bring it out for me. It used to belong to his dad, so it's getting on in years, but he takes good care of it. Seems he's hoping to keep using it for years to come. Honestly, sick boat. I mean, it's old, but sick boat. Wait, what? Oh. Kamishima is located in the waters near entrance to Ise Bay. As such, there are strict regulations on both times and places ama diving is allowed. Why can't I look at your turtle? Sky? Oh, maybe I can look at the island? Or the sun? Okay, I can't. Kamishima. That island on the horizon is Kamishima, where I was born and raised. Well, really didn't want to talk about that, did you? This is a nice cloud. Very good. Let's talk about a hole. So, when I was diving just now, a hole. A giant hole in the seabed you've never heard of before? Yeah, the rocks around it look like they'd only recently collapsed. So I think it probably opened up within the last few months or so. Ah, now that you mentioned it, There was a pretty good big earthquake around here about 3 months ago. Maybe that had something to do with it. Oh, that's right. That would have been before I got back. Anyway, if you saw a giant hole on the seabed, you'd be curious about it, right? I sure would. Curious enough to try to take a look inside? It'd be pretty dangerous, but I guess I might, yeah. Right, so I went closer to try and get a better look. Did you see anything? I saw some great stuff. Well, when I looked down into the hole, a ghost or something that looked just like me suddenly rose up from the depths. A ghost that looked like you? It swam towards me with its hand outstretched. It looked like it was trying to hand something to me, or maybe it was trying to tell me something? Wait, what is this? Why is he wearing that? Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Man. What did you do then? Did you take its hand? I did. I felt like I couldn't resist somehow. I guess even the patron saint of diving does foolish things sometimes. The only thing I was a patron of was carelessness and the lack of proper vigilance. Sounded like there wasn't much you could do about it, though. Hey, Yuza. That thing you ran into, do you think it could have been a Tomokazuki? Tomokazuki? Oh, I could think again. A Tomokazuki, huh? But why would something like that be here? I don't know, man. I mean, you did think it was just randomly a ghost, but... I mean, it is you. Oh my god! Isn't that one of those mockingbird stickers? Oh, good eye, Yuza. That's right. I found one stowed away on this very boat. The music. By the way, that's mockingbird number 8, tit for tat. He's a long-tailed tit. Apparently you're not meant to read the characters behind him as Blizzard. Oh my god, is that a recorder? This is wild. I guess there's more to these mockingbirds than I thought. What do you mean there's more to these mockingbirds than you thought? Awesome. This music, the music just stops immediately. Well, you know what? Sick. That was great. Oh, I can look at it. This is Azami Kamoi, my best friend. I've known him since we were both kids growing up on Kamishima. When I told him I wanted to become an ama diver, he was quick to offer his full support. Yeah. Tomokazuki. Huh? You never heard of it? Well, I guess not even all the folks around here know about it either. It does sound familiar, though. The Tomokazuki is a sort of ghost story around these parts. The story goes that sometimes, when diving, an ama diver will come across another version of themselves, an exact copy. That other version of them will be holding out something they want, like an abalone. Something they want. And when the diver reaches for it, the Tomokazuki grabs them and drags them to the bottom of the sea. Whoa, that's scary. Oh wait, the Tomokazuki I saw wasn't holding anything. It wasn't? Well, that's different. Maybe it forgot it at home or something. Yeah, that's some good reasoning, Yuza. At home, huh? The abalone? Yeah, the abalone. Maybe it left it at home. Huh. Maybe the Tomokazuki is more careless than the legends let on. Pretty forgetful, though, so maybe it became such a perfect copy that it imitated that aspect of you as well. Wow, that's savage, Azami. Oh, that damn Tomokazuki knows my every weakness. Oh, he's been wearing this the whole time. I thought this was new. Now that you mention it, though, I think I do remember that story from when I was young. What are you holding? I guess the fact that I forgot the story really proves how forgetful I am, huh? Is that why I forgot who I am when I was talking to the storyteller? Is it your fault? No worries. It was a while ago, you know? Yeah, no, wait. No. Yeah. What happened afterwards? So, did anything happen after you took his hand? I don't really remember. When I came to, I was back outside the hole. Thought maybe I'd blacked out due to a lack of oxygen, but it had been some sort of hallucination. Ah, I see. Yeah, I guess that's possible. But if that's the case, that means I stopped you. That means I stopped you just to talk about some hallucination I saw. That'd be super embarrassing. Is you okay, Yuza? Some people do say the Tomokazuki legends might have come about because of divers seeing things when they ran out of air. But hey, it's no big deal if it was a hallucination. The most important thing is that you're safe. Still, I can't help but wonder about a hole suddenly appearing like that. Yeah, it's pretty weird. By the way, you know those symbols on your diving gear? Yeah, I was wondering about those. Symbols? Oh, you don't even know? Yep, Seimin and Domin. Okay. The Ama divers around here all have them somewhere on their outfits. Oh, this was my mom's gear, so I didn't know. She was a Seimin? Huh. People say those symbols work as a charm to protect divers from the Tomokazuki. Interesting. But if I ran into a Tomokazuki just now, wouldn't that mean the charm didn't work? Maybe. But it could be thanks to the charm that you made it back safely. Ooh. The sea's a dangerous place, even without the Tomokazuki around. Things could have been even worse without the charm to protect you. I see. So without this charm, I really could have been attacked by a shark. Glad I had it then. Seriously, a shark would have been no laughing matter. A shark. Oh. Why didn't we learn about sharks? A long time ago, in a small village on one of the islands in the Ise Sea, there lived a young Ama diver known for her exceptional swimming skills. One day, the wind was strong and the waves were higher than usual. Undeterred by the turbulent weather, the young diver dove into the sea, but couldn't find even the smallest shell to bring back, let alone any abalone. Abalone? Determined to find something, she dove even deeper into the ocean, until she paused, sensing a presence behind her. Turning, she felt an undeniable sense that someone was watching her from a shadowy crevice in the rock. Finding this strange, she ventured closer, only to come face to face with a diver who looked exactly like her. As she floated there, stunned, the other diver extended her hand. In it was an abalone, larger than any she had ever seen. The young diver was mesmerized. She had to have that abalone, no matter what. She reached out her hand to take it. Suddenly, when her fingers were mere inches away from the abalone, the other diver's hand shot out and grasped her arm. Shocked, the young diver frantically struggled to pull away, but it was too late. Slowly, inevitably, she was dragged down to the depths of the ocean. Over time, this being came to be known as Tomokazuki, Together Diver, due to it taking on an identical appearance to its victims. Divers are warned never to accept Tomokazuki's offerings in the depths, lest they suffer the same fate. The Tomokazuki is still greatly feared by Ama divers in modern times, and the Seimin and Domin symbols inscribed on items they take with them when diving are charms said to protect them from it. Cool. Seimin Domin. Protective symbols widely worn by Ama divers in Shima and Toba. The star-shaped symbol is known as Seimin, and the lattice-like symbol is known as Domin. The two symbols are often embroidered side by side or drawn on clothing using purple dye made from shells. They are worn by Ama divers when diving to ward off potential disasters that might befall them at sea. Yeah. Oh, we can talk more? No, there's no weird shit. Fishing boat. Ocean. Alright. Hey, Azami, about the Tomokazuki just now. Yeah? What? Do you think it has anything to do with what we're looking into? What the heck is this? Unlocked past recollection chapter. Yuza Minakuchi. Something I want to do. My apologies for the interruption. Oh, I've never seen you in daytime like this. I'd like to take this chance to inform you about the unique ability of yours, the recollection feature. But to make things clear, I must first tell you about the story chart. From here on, you will return to this screen, the story chart, at breaks in the story. You see, the story you will witness will not necessarily unfold in chronological order. This screen will allow you to see where each chapter lies in the grand scheme of things, as well as select where you wish to proceed to next. If the icon for a chapter is not dim, then that indicates it has not been fully completed. Generally speaking, completing a chapter will unlock the chapter immediately after it. However, there will occasionally be times when a recollection button will appear during the story, as you experienced just now. Pressing this button will allow you to delve into a memory evoked by certain words in the text, which will in turn unlock a new chapter, a past recollection chapter, for you to experience. A most remarkable ability, is it not? Once you have unlocked such a chapter, it will become available in the story chart for you to peruse as you wish. This ability will be key in unraveling the tale before you, so do be sure to press the recollection button when you see it come up. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. If so, could your mom have become an Ama diver because she wanted to find the Tomo's Kazuki? But she wouldn't have worn something with this charm on it if that were true, right? Good point. I mean, maybe you can still find them. They just won't kill you immediately. Think? Tomo's Kazuki, huh? But why would something like that be here? Yeah, well, I want to learn about this turtle, but no one's going to tell me. That sucks. Is that all you wanted to talk about? There's more. No, there's more. Actually, this might be the most important part. I realize there's something I need to do after this. Something really important. Hey, so you found a lead down there after all. Well, I'm serious. If I don't pull this off, something terrible's gonna happen. Hey, I believe you. Go on. Tell me everything. Are we recollecting? Oh. Oh my god. Oh, something I want to do. Memories of last summer. Oh, there's people. Underwater gathering. Sure love that. Interesting. Something I want to do. A day before he sets off for the sea as an Ama diver, Yuza Minakuchi asks Azami Kamoi to meet him at the Kantekisho ruins. We gotta fix that. Come on, Square Enix. August 6, 1980X. Afternoon. Kamishima, Kanteshiko ruins, I guess. I see. If you say you want to be an Ama diver, then of course you've got my full support. But something tells me you're not just doing this for Tsuyu. People are bound to talk if you become an Ama diver here. You must have some other reason, one big enough to risk everyone running their mouths. I knew I couldn't hide anything from you, Azami. Wouldn't take me even 0.2 seconds to see through one of your lies. So, what's up? Tell me everything. These are the ruins of an old wartime building, the Kanteshikisho. The building's been abandoned, so hardly anyone ever comes here, which makes it the perfect place for private meetings. Kantekisho ruins. The remains of this wartime structure are located atop a hill in eastern Kamishima. It was constructed to observe the impact points of shells fired from the test firing range operated by the former army minister at Cape Irago on the opposite shore. Similar observation facilities were also built on Sugashima Island and in Ijika, a town on the Shima Peninsula. Having been abandoned after Second World War, The observation post has since fallen into disrepair, and entry is now forbidden to the general public. Cool. A roof. No? No one cares about the roof? Is there a sticker? Are you hiding a sticker behind you? Please. Please, I need to know if there are stickers. Liking the music, though. We're not gonna find stickers here? I guess not. It's that. Okay. Sorry, everyone. This is all I ever do. It's look at walls for stickers. There's nothing else to think. Oh, I can think. I should be able to tell Azami everything, right? No. Even though he's got a lot on his plate, Azami agreed to meet up the moment I said something. He's been looking out for me ever since I came back. I couldn't ask for a better friend. Oh, that's so sweet. Hey, Azami. What I'm about to say is going to sound pretty crazy. Still want to hear it? Sure, bring it on. Thanks. I'll come right out and say it then. I'm looking for a mermaid, and I need to find one by tomorrow. Oh, a mermaid, huh? And by tomorrow, at that. That's gonna be tough. I'm being serious. In fact, I've never been more serious. I really do have to find a mermaid by tomorrow. I can tell you're not joking by the look on your face. You've got some sort of reason for saying this, right? Go on. I'm listening. Thanks, Azami. Okay. Yeah, let's talk. Mermaid search reason. Is it okay if I talk a little about the disaster 5 years ago? Disaster? Ah, the disaster, huh? If you're okay with it, sure. I was in middle school at the time, and my parents had taken me out into the bay on a little fishing boat. This massive storm came out of nowhere and sank all 3 fishing boats that got caught up in it. I was the only one who survived. Yeah, it was really terrible. Yeah, sounded bad. Oh, this is a long one. A localized storm that broke out in the sea to the south of Kamishima around 5 years ago, resulting in a maritime accident which a total of 10 people went missing. Overview. 3 fishing vessels that had set out to sea from Kamishima were suddenly caught in an unanticipated storm and foundered, leaving all but one of the 11 fishermen and ama divers on board missing. When the ships were later dredged up and searched, not a single body was discovered. The sole survivor was Yuza Minakuchi, who was a middle school student there at the time. His parents, Tosuke Minakuchi and Mare Minakuchi, as well as Azami Kumoi's father, Kyokichi Kumoi, were among the victims. Locals in the area reportedly heard an eerie rumbling from the sea on the morning of that incident. List of casualties. Medium-sized fishing vessel Daiichi Kyosui Maru foundered. Captain Kyokichi Kumoi and all 5 crew members reported missing. Small-sized fishing vessel Ome Maru foundered. Captain Yukiji Nishikawa and 1 passenger, identity unknown, reported missing. Small-sized fishing vessel Minakuchi Maru foundered. Captain Tosuke Minakuchi and the other crew member reported missing. 1 passenger recovered with slight injuries. Dissociative amnesia due to psychological trauma. The sole survivor. When the boat the Minakuchi family was on was about to sink, Mare and Tosuke Minakuchi put a life buoy on their son, Yuza, and helped him escape the boat before the waves engulfed him. Despite the slim chances of survival in such a dire situation, Yuza was miraculously found drifting in the sea the next day, still wearing the life buoy, and was successfully rescued. Although he had no external injuries, the shock of the accident had left him in a state of confusion, and he has little memory of what happened at the time. After the accident plunged Kamishima into a state of deep sorrow. Fishermen and ama divers temporarily stopped fishing to mourn, and a memorial was erected to honor the lost. Perhaps due to his memory loss, the sole survivor Yuza appeared relatively composed in contrast to the grief of those around him. Many found this unnerving, and Yuza became increasingly isolated from the rest of the community. Azami Kumoy himself, having lost his father in the accident, tried to support him however he could, reasoning that he was still better off than Yuza, who had lost both his parents before his very eyes. I mean, yeah, it's pretty shit. As investigations continued, questions arose about what the Minakuchi family had been doing in the vicinity of their disaster despite not having gone out to fish. Yuza only remembered his parents telling him to come with them, and the purpose of their excursion remains unclear to this day. It was not long before speculation began that Mari Minakuchi had done something before to incur the wrath of the god of the sea, and the islanders, already suspicious of her due to her mysterious background, were quick to condemn her, citing the sudden, localized nature of the storm. In contrast, only words of sympathy were spoken for her husband, Tosuke. That's weird. As rumors that Mare had brought disaster to Kamishima continued to spread, Yuza's grandmother, Tsuyu Minakuchi, sent him away from the island to board at a high school on the mainland. She had sensed the islanders' resentment beginning to turn towards Yuza, and hoped to shield him from becoming an even greater target of their ire. What a bunch of idiots. Anyways, even now, 5 years after the accident, feelings of animosity towards Mari Minakuchi remains deeply ingrained in the people of Kamishima. With the truth of accident still shrouded in mystery, deep scars and suspicions continue to linger in the hearts of many of the islanders. Well, maybe if it's your negativity that's allowing you guys to be miserable. I don't agree with blaming a child. I feel like that's just some bullshit adult behavior. So, what about the disaster did you want to talk about? Well, I've recently started to remember some things about what happened. For real? I know your memories of the disaster were kind of hazy due to the shock. But it's great that you're starting to remember. Oh, but I guess it's not exactly you'd want to remember, huh? Sorry for getting all fired up. It's okay. It actually hasn't bothered me as much as I thought it would. Thanks for worrying about me, though. It's just that the things I've remembered are a bit strange. I couldn't bring myself to say anything. Sorry for keeping quiet up to now. Strange, huh? Well, I can see why you'd want to keep it to yourself, all things considered. Don't sweat it. So, about the accident. All right. When we ran into the storm, our boat got caught in a whirlpool and started to sink. My parents gave me a life buoy and lowered me into the water. They were frantic, and I was too stunned to do anything but go along with what was happening. I can imagine. That must have been really scary. The waves were knocking me around, so it took everything I had just to hold on to the buoy. In the end, I just watched as the boat was swallowed by the water. I couldn't do anything else. There wasn't anything you could have done. It wasn't your fault, Yuza. Right after that, this huge wave came crashing down on me, and I got dragged down into the depths of the sea, life buoy and all. Huh? You got pulled under? But I thought... Yeah, up until now I thought I managed to miraculously stay afloat until I got rescued. But I remember now, I was pulled underneath the waves. I remember being caught in a current and tossed all about the underwater. I couldn't breathe. I was so sure I was going to die there. But then someone grabbed my hand. Wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? I was barely conscious by that point, so it's not like I saw them clearly or anything. But I'm certain someone was there with me, someone who grabbed hold of me and pulled me to safety. And from what I remember... You're saying they were a mermaid? Exactly. So you were saved by a mermaid? I'm sure of it, and it looked exactly like what first comes to mind when you hear the word mermaid. A real mermaid, huh? It was a really extreme situation, so it's entirely possible I was just seeing things. Which would mean I called you out here just to talk to you about some hallucination I had. And if that's the case, I'm going to be super embarrassed. You know what? I like Yuza. I mean, you're standing here talking to me now, right? So you must have gotten out of that situation somehow. I can't imagine any normal person being able to stay afloat in a storm like that, let alone managing to save someone. Same. You'd have to be some sort of superhuman or something. Or not human at all. Man, who would have guessed there were mermaids here in Issei? If I really was saved by a mermaid, I owe them my life. I would like to thank them in person if possible. Makes sense. So that's why you're looking for them, huh? Well, if we manage to find them, I've got to thank them for saving you too. So I was thinking of heading to where the disaster happened and diving there to see if I can find anything. Wait. Are you sure? You almost died there. I'll be fine. In fact, I've never gone near there since the disaster happened. I was also thinking I'd like to do something to honor my parents and your dad's memory. Yeah. I'd like to at least offer flowers, if nothing else. The others here have always kept their distance, but it's not like going there's forbidden or anything. Let's do it. Thanks, Azami. Oh, you won. Nice. This is a nice time. Oh, I already told him everything. Is there anything else? Was there a mermaid? Mermaid search leads. Oh, there's more to talk about. There's no guarantee the mermaid will still be around here, right? I'm thinking it'll be good to have more of a lead before we head out there. About that, do you mind if I say something crazy? Again? Sure, what's up? You remember my mom, right? Of course I remember Mrs. Mare. Well, she wasn't originally from Kamishima, but she met my dad when she moved here and ended up marrying him. But even to me, she never seemed to really fit in here. Well, I can't really disagree there. She never spoke to me much either. Is she a mermaid? Maybe she's a mermaid. Some people even outright told me not to talk to her, you know? She said she was suspicious because we didn't know anything about her. Stuff like that. I guess that's understandable. She didn't really involve herself in community activities and almost never participated in local events. I felt like she was always keeping her distance from the other islanders somehow. 20 years here and she's still considered an outsider. Yeah, I never knew how to bring it up to you, but I always kind of wondered. Was there some sort of reason for that? Not as far as I know. Dad and Gran never seemed to mind, so I figured that's just how she was. But looking back at things now, it was pretty weird. My mom! Oh my god, there's so much to talk about. Her age is unknown. Well, that's weird. Yuza Minakuchi's mother, having gone missing in the Kamishima Southern Sea disaster 5 years ago, she was declared dead a year later after search parties found no sign of her. More than 20 years ago, Mare Somekawa arrived on Kamishima, with no possessions to her name, expressing that she had taken a liking to the local environment and wanted to move there. However, she remained tight-lipped about her background, only revealing that she was from a small town out in the mountains, and that she had to leave her home for undisclosed reasons. And although her request to move to Kamishima was accepted, many islanders remained suspicious of her. After settling on the island, she showed an interest in the Ama lifestyle and eventually took it up, after displaying a talent for freediving, with Tsuyu Minakuchi acting as her instructor. During this time, she grew close to Tosuke Minakuchi, Tsuyu's only son, and eventually married him a few years later. The two would go on to have a son of their own, whom they have named Yuza. I assume she might be a mermaid. Despite this, Mare was unable to fully shake the air of mystery that surrounded her, and many islanders continued to question whether her presence on the island might cause trouble down the line. Something of a free spirit, her nonconformist ways and somewhat naive personality meant that she was often absent from local activities, leading to further criticism from a portion of the population. Some also reported frequently spotting her wandering the island after she first moved there, seemingly looking for something, or catching sight of her doing something on the shore in the middle of the night. Fortunately, her mother-in-law, Tsuyu Minakuchi, was a person of no small influence in Kamishima, and no one dared to openly persecute Mare under Tsuyu's watchful eye. The 3 generations lived peacefully under the same roof for more than 10 years until Kamishima Southern Sea disaster tore them apart. Since her disappearance in the disaster 5 years prior, a growing number of people have accused her of somehow being responsible. citing her various instances of suspicious behavior as justification. Hey, sometimes you have no answers and you're bad at using your brain, so you just do that. Well, I guess even I thought she was a bit of an oddball at times. You say that, but I think you're getting to be pretty similar to her. What? Really? Yes. Yep. What's that saying? Marching to the beat of your own drum? You're both like that. Really? I never realized. I've been so blind. A blind fool. Yep, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Damn. Getting wrecked. Okay. Keep thinking I could think about something, but Well, why'd you bring up your mom all of a sudden? Well, looking back now, there were a few things that always bothered me. Oh? For a start, no one ever told me where my mom was from. She was also a natural at ama diving, but I never saw her eat any seafood. And sometimes at night, she'd suddenly say she wanted to go look at the sea before going out and not coming back for hours. Huh, I guess that is all pretty weird, yeah. That's not all. When I was sorting through my mom's belongings, I found this. We usually keep it in the family altar, but I brought it along today to show you. What's that? Fish scale? It's huge. It's got to be at least 7 or 8 centimeters long. I always figured she'd held on to it because it was a rare find. But once I remembered the mermaid, I began to wonder. What fish could this scale have come from? And why was my mom holding on to it? Whoa, hold it right there. You're not saying... I am. The mermaid who rescued me back then was... a zombie. Kind of want to say a zombie. I think it was my mom. What do you think? I don't know. It's pretty out there. Could it even be possible? So your theory is that your mom used to be a mermaid, but she became a human so she could live among us? Yeah, but she turned back into a mermaid when the disaster happened and wasn't able to come back afterwards. How does that sound? I don't know. But after hearing your story, I can't just dismiss it out of hand either. If that's really the case, and my mom really is still out there in the sea somewhere, even if in a different form. I was thinking it'd be nice if I could see her again. It might be because they're still treated as missing instead of dead, but it still hasn't really sunk in that my parents are gone. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like my pops is just going to show up at home like nothing ever happened. Though, even if your mom's alive, I guess it'd be hard for her to show up if she's back in her mermaid form now. If my mom really does have some sort of connection to mermaids, then maybe that was the reason she never really fit in here. It might help clear up any mistaken impressions the others have of her anyway. I see. So you think that by trying out ama diving, like your mom did, you might be able to find something out. And maybe if you're lucky, you'll run into a mermaid in the process. Yeah. If I really am a descendant from mermaids somehow, it's possible that diving might awaken something in me. All right, I haven't thought of that. I guess if your legs suddenly become fins, we'll know for sure you're a second-generation mermaid. Okay, I think I've got the gist of what you want to do now. Thanks for understanding, Zami. I haven't been happy with how people have been treating you ever since the disaster either, and what they say about your mom. Yeah, hell yeah, Zami. If there's anything I can do to clear the air, I want to help. Oh, this is a cool shirt. Thanks. I appreciate it. Though I do know how people react if you suddenly start talking about mermaids. It might be best to keep quiet about that part for now and just say you're looking into your mom. What do you think? Yeah, I think that would be best. Okay, now that we've got that settled, how about we head out tomorrow morning? That sound good to you? Yep, I've been doing some training in secret, so I'm all set. Okay. There's nothing else to look for. No weird shit. No ceiling stuff? Nope. Well, good times. What to do next? Still have to find a mermaid by tomorrow is pretty sudden. What's up with the tight deadline? Well, sorry, I can't say right now. If we manage to find one, I'll explain everything. I promise. Well, as long as you're gonna tell me later, it's all good. Oh, here's an idea. If you're in that much of a rush, how about we talk to Tsukasa and Sato? Maybe they'll be able to help you out. I wonder. It would be nice to have more help. But would they even believe me? The whole thing is pretty crazy after all. Besides, Tsukasa's going back to the mainland soon. I'd hate to bother her now. True, but still knowing Tsukasa, she might be surprisingly on board with the whole thing. See, I knew he'd be here. Ah! Whoa, speak of the devil. Yeah, when did you two get here? Oh, talking about something you didn't want us to hear, were you? Boys will be boys, I guess. Childhood friend, Tsukasa. Ah, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. She's cute. Hello, Tsukasa. Ah, wow. High school student, apprentice Ama diver, 17. A girl born and raised on Kamishima. She has a bright, friendly nature and an inquisitive personality. Currently in her second year of high school, she boasts excellent grades and a sharp intuition. She has been staying at a relative's house in Ise City since last year in order to attend an all-girls high school on the mainland, and is currently back on Kamishima for summer break. Despite this, she frequently makes trips back to the island on weekends and has been trying her hand at underwater gathering since the current diving season began, having long been interested in the Ama lifestyle. Her estimated diver rank is 6, however her teachers have strongly encouraging her to aim for a national university. She has been friends with Zami Kumoi and Yuza Minakuchi since childhood, and with their close rapport making up for their difference in academic years. And it was more common to find her playing with the two boys than with the girls her own age up until middle school. However, since leaving the island to attend high school, she has grown more conscious of her age difference and has put some distance between herself and them. She hit it off immediately with Sato Shiranami, a girl who came to Kamishima to lodge with the Wakamuras a few months ago, and was looking forward to showing her around the island, helping her adapt to life there whenever she returns home. 18 years ago, her still pregnant mother, Nagisa Awao, moved to Kamishima alone before giving birth to Tsukasa shortly afterwards. Tsukasa subsequently grew up in a single-mother household. Although she used to occasionally ask her mother about her father, her questions were always evaded, so she has since stopped inquiring. However, the fact that her mother never seemed to have any financial difficulty despite not working has led her to quietly suspect he might still be involved in some way. Huh. Hey, you got us all wrong. We weren't talking about anything like that. Yeah, you gotta hear me out, Tsukasa. I was powerless to resist. I refused at first, but Azami insisted, and... Oh, tell me more. You might as well admit it, Yuza. And Sato, what's with the sudden keen interest? An enigmatic girl, Sato. Alright. House guest, 17 also. A mysterious girl currently lodging with Shinobu Wakamura, a local Kamishima magnate. Roughly 3 months ago, Sato suddenly arrived on Kamishima, claiming that she was the child of a relative of the Wakamuras. She showed no signs of attending school or doing any sort of work, instead spending her days holed up in the Wakamura household, leading many islanders to wonder just who she is and what she's doing there. Those who know about Wakamura's high-interest money-lending behind the scenes speculate that she might be the daughter of one of his borrowers, sent to work as a domestic servant to pay off a debt. But Sato herself is extremely easygoing and doesn't seem to be bothered by the endless rumors. A huge television fan, she spends much of her spare time glued to the set in the Wakamura household, with her most recent obsessions being soap operas and 2-hour thrillers. However, she isn't all that fond of period dramas. She's good friends with Tsukasa Awao, who is close to her in age, and the two can often be seen enjoying themselves wandering the island together. Yeah, let's all calm down, okay? It's not like that. We were having a perfectly normal conversation. Yeah, sure. Anyway. Hey, don't just brush me off. You're getting pretty worked up, Azami. Don't act all innocent. You're the one who caused this mess, you know. Sorry to interrupt your fun, but I really did have something to say. Folks are worried you haven't shown up to the association meeting, Azami. You should probably get going. Oh, damn, the meeting. It totally slipped my mind. Sorry, Yuza, I gotta go for now, but I'll get in touch later. No problem. Thanks for coming, even though you're so busy. I guess we'll be on our way too, then. Sorry, but we've got important business of our own to handle. We won't be able to help out with whatever you're up to. I'm recollecting. Unlocked past recollection chapter. Sato Shiranami. Advice. So did you hear what we were talking about? Only the part where my name came up. I didn't want to be nosy, though. I see. Well, thanks for coming all the way out here to get Azami. I do know what you guys are up to, but you've piqued my interest. Be sure to tell me about it later, okay? Anyway, see you later. Come on, Sato. And their faces are so expressive. Roger. Okay, that was... Oh, and one more thing. You better not forget about the day after tomorrow. Tell Azami he'd better remember too. Did she wink at me? Sure, I'll tell him later. What if I forget? Oh. Nice, that's fun. All right, well, this was a good start. It's nice to be back. I thoroughly enjoy the style that Paranormasight does, so it's fun to be back. It's less straight up scary, but I'm sure it's gonna get weird as time goes on. Oh, I see. So Sato is another character we're gonna play. This is gonna be fun. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching the sequel. If you watched through my first series, thanks for enjoying that, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.